Everyone, today we are going to learn the first test in testing of hypothesis, name is Z-test. First of all, we see when we use the Z-test and what are the steps involved in Z-test. There are the 6 steps which is involved in the testing of hypothesis. So the first step is formulate the null and alternative hypothesis. Null hypothesis is denoted by H0 and alternative hypothesis is denoted by H1 or HA. So the first step in the testing of hypothesis is to define the H0 and H1. What is H0? H0 is null hypothesis, that is the no difference hypothesis is nothing but the null hypothesis. If there is the equality in the condition in the statement, then that hypothesis is called as the null hypothesis. And what is the alternative hypothesis? Alternative hypothesis H1 is nothing but the opposite to null hypothesis. There are the 3 opposite cases in the alternative hypothesis. One is not equal to, called as the two-sided test, greater than, that is one-sided right test, and less than, that is one-sided left test. So the first step is to define the null and alternative hypothesis. Now the second step is specification of level of significance. Level of significance is denoted by alpha. And what is alpha? Alpha is nothing but the probability of type 1 error, and type 1 error is nothing but the reject H0 when H0 is true. Okay, so the second step is to specify the value of level of significance. Now the third step is selection of test statistic and its calculation. Statistic is nothing but the function of observation, like summation x upon n is one of the statistics because it is the function of observation. So the third step in testing of hypothesis is selection of test statistic and its calculation. Now the fourth step is finding out the critical values from the statistical table by using the level of significance and degrees of freedom. What is the degrees of freedom? Degrees of freedom is nothing but the number of independent observation. If there are n observation, then degrees of freedom is n minus 1. Okay, now the fifth step is decision about the null and alternative hypothesis. So the second last step is to decide whether the reject H0 or accept H0, or reject H1 or accept H1. And the last step is writing the conclusion in such a way that the answer in one hand. These are the steps involved in the testing of hypothesis. So the first test of testing of hypothesis is Z-test. What is meant by Z-test? And when we use the Z-test, Z-test is used when the sample size is larger than 30. Okay, that means small n is greater than or equal to 30. And the population standard deviation, that is sigma, is known. Z-test is used when the sample size is greater than or equal to 30 and the population standard deviation sigma is known. This Z-test is used to test the mean, population mean, by using the sample. Let x1, x2, xn be the random sample of size n from the random variable x. So what are the notations? The sigma is for the population standard deviation, S is for the sample standard deviation, x bar is the sample mean, and mu is the population mean. This Z-test is used to test the population mean on the basis of sample mean. And this Z-test is used when the sample size is greater than or equal to 30 and the population standard deviation, that is sigma, is known. So what is the first step in the testing of hypothesis? To formulate the null and alternative hypothesis. Null hypothesis denoted by H0 and alternative is denoted by H1 or HA. So what is the null hypothesis in a Z-test? H0 is equal to mu is equal to mu naught. If there is the equality in the condition called as the null hypothesis, here mu is equal to mu naught, where mu naught is any specified value. So here the equality condition is there, so called as the null hypothesis. And what is the alternative hypothesis? Alternative hypothesis which is opposite to null hypothesis. So there are the 3 conditions in alternative hypothesis. One is not equal to, then greater than, and less than. Not equal to, that means the two-sided test. greater than, mu is greater than mu naught, that is one-sided right test, and mu is less than mu naught, that is one-sided left test, where mu naught is any specified value of mu. Like suppose mu naught is 5 or 10 or 15, mu naught is any specified value. Now the third step is specification of level of significance. Actually this is second step, level of significance. So level of significance may fixed at 1%, 5%, 10%, etc. Now the next step is the test statistic. So what is the formula of test statistic in a Z test? So the formula is Z is equal to x bar minus mu divided by sigma upon root n, where n is the number of observation, x bar is a sample mean, mu is population mean, and sigma is population standard deviation. Now the next step is find out the table value. So table value, there are the three cases. One is two-sided test, then one-sided right and one-sided left. So table value for these three cases are the different. So for two-sided test, what is the Z table values? So for two-sided test, see the table, statistical table value for alpha by 2, where alpha is the level of significance. For one-sided right test, see the statistical table value for alpha only, and same for one-sided left test, see the table value for alpha only. For two-sided, see the table value for alpha by 2. For one-sided, see the table value for alpha only. So the table value for two-sided test is Z alpha by 2. For one-sided right and one-sided left, the table value is Z alpha, Z alpha. Now the last is decision criteria. So there are the three cases, one-sided right, one-sided left, and two-sided test. For these three cases, the decision criteria is different. So see the decision criteria for two-sided test. Two-sided test means not equal to condition. So here the H1 is mu is not equal to mu naught. For two-sided test, there are the two critical region, that is two rejection region. One to the right side and one is situated to the left side. And this point is nothing but your critical value. So here the critical value is Z alpha by 2. Write down the positive Z alpha by 2 value to the right side and the negative Z alpha by 2 value to the left side. Okay, and this region is nothing but the rejection region. Greater than Z alpha by 2 is the rejection region, and the middle part is acceptance region. See again, for the two-sided test, there are the two critical region to the right side as well as to the left side. These one are the rejection region, and middle one is the acceptance region. But this point is table value, but positive table value, and this point is negative table value. And for two-sided test, what is the table value? Z alpha by 2. So if the test statistic value is greater than Z alpha by 2, then we reject H0. And if the test statistic value is less than minus Z alpha by 2, then we again reject H0. But if the test statistic value lies between minus Z alpha by 2 to Z alpha by 2, then we accept H0. Now case 2, for one-sided right test, H1 is mu is greater than mu naught, that is one-sided right. So for one-sided right, the decision criteria is for one-sided right test, there is only one rejection region which is situated to the right side. So the right side part is the rejection region and the left side all part is acceptance region, and this critical point is nothing but your positive table value. And for one-sided right, what is the table value? Z alpha. So this is the if the test statistic value which is greater than Z alpha, then we reject H0, and if test statistic value is less than Z alpha, then we accept H0. Similarly, for one-sided left, there is only one rejection region is there which is situated to the left side, and this one is the rejection region, this one is acceptance region. But this point, critical value is nothing but the minus table value, and here the table value is Z alpha for the one-sided left test. See, for the one-sided right, only one rejection region which is situated to the right side, and for one-sided left test, only one rejection region is there which is situated to the left side. For right side test, write down table value, positive table value as a critical value, and for one-sided left test, write down negative table value as a critical value. Okay, let's see one example of Z test. The machine is desired to produce an insulating washers of electrical 82 mm thickness. The random sample of 32 washers drawn it and their thickness in mm were recorded, whose sample means 78 mm, and population from which the sample is drawn as a population standard deviation is 8 mm. Test the hypothesis H0 mu is equal to 82 versus H1 mu is not equal to 82 at 5% level of significance, and here the Z table value is 1.96. See, in example we are given the machine is desired to produce an insulating washers for electrical devices of average thickness 82 mm. That means we are given mu is equal to 82, that is population mean is 82. Here the random sample of 32 washers drawn on it. That means here the n value is 32. Next, the sample mean is 78 mm. Sample mean is denoted by x bar. Here the sample mean is 78, and the population standard deviation, that is sigma, which is equal to 8. When we use the Z test is used for testing population mean. Here we want to test the population mean, that is we want to test whether the average thickness is 82 mm or not. Okay, so we want to test the population mean, and Z test is used when the sample size is greater than 30. Here the sample size is 32, that means greater than 30. And second condition is that population standard deviation, that is sigma, is known. Here the sigma value is also known. Here the sigma is equal to 8. That's why here we use the Z test. So what is the first step in testing of hypothesis? Formulate the null and alternative hypothesis. So what is the alternative hypothesis and null hypothesis we are given in example? So here the H0 is equal to mu is equal to 82 versus H1 mu is not equal to 82. So here the equality condition is there, so called as the null hypothesis. And what is the opposite to null hypothesis? Here we are given the case 1, not equal to, that means the two-sided test. So here the given example is of two-sided test. Now what is the next step? Specification of level of significance. What is the value of alpha? We are given in example, we are given the 5% alpha value. So alpha is equal to 5%. Now the third step is test statistic. So what is the formula for finding the value of test statistic for Z test? So formula is Z is equal to x bar minus mu upon sigma upon root n. Plug all the values of x bar, mu, sigma and n in the formula. What is the value of x bar? 78. Mu 82. Under H0, what is the value of mu? 82. Now sigma is 8 and n is equal to 32. So a 78 minus 82, that is 4 divided minus 4 divided by 8 divided by square root of 32, that is 5.6568. Then 8 divided by 5.6568, that is 1.4142. Now minus 4 divided by 1.4142, that is minus 2.8284. So our test statistic value is minus 2.8284. Now the next step is statistical table value. So the given test is two-sided test, that is table value, see the table value, statistical table value for alpha by 2. So here the statistical table value is Z alpha by 2, and this value we are given in example is 1.96. So Z table value is 1.96. Now the last is decision criteria. The given example is of two-sided test, because we want to test mu is equal to 82 versus mu is not equal to 82. That is two-sided test. For two-sided test, there are the two critical region. One is to the right side and one to the left side, and the middle part is acceptance region. But this point, that is critical point, is positive table value. So what is the table value? 1.96. So write down positive value to the right side, and this point critical value is minus table value. The table value is 1.96. So write down minus 1.9. Here the Z value is, that is test statistic value, is 2.82 minus 2.8284. So this minus 2.8284 lies in which region? This minus 2.8284 lies in the rejection region, because here the minus 1.96, that means here the minus 2, minus 3, this one is the real line. So this minus 2.8284 lies in the rejection region. So our conclusion is to reject the H naught. That means the H naught is, what is H naught? Mu is equal to 82. That means we reject H naught. That means we accept H1. That is mu is not equal to 82. That means on the basis of sample, the average thickness is not equal to 82 mm. Okay. Now let's see the second example. Test the hypothesis H naught mu is equal to 60 versus mu is greater than 60 at 5% level of significance, where n is equal to 40, sigma is equal to 2 and x bar is equal to 70. See here, the n is equal to 40 and sigma is known, that is the population standard deviation is known. So, and we want to test the population mean. So here we use the Z test. So null hypothesis is H naught mu is equal to 60 and alternative is mu is greater than 60. That is one-sided right test. Okay, the second step is to define the level of significance. Here the level of significance we are given 5%. Third is test statistic. What is the formula for calculating the test statistic? Z is equal to x bar minus mu divided by sigma upon root n. Just plug all the values of x bar, mu, sigma and n. So 70 minus 60 divided by 2 upon square root of 40. So the answer is 10 divided by 0.3162. So the answer is 31.62. Now the next step is statistical table value. The statistical table value we are given in example is 2.56. The given test is one-sided right test. So see the table value for alpha only. So the table value, statistical table value is Z alpha is equal to 2.56. The given example is of one-sided right test. So only one rejection is region. So this is here the write down positive table value as a critical value, one rejection region to the right side and the remaining left side part is acceptance region. Here the Z value is 31.62, which is lies in which region? Rejection region. So we reject H naught. So our conclusion is to reject the H naught. This is the Z test. Now in next lecture we will see the next test, name is student T